Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gators will boot it away to start the game. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the back. Smashes through. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, the QB gave everything he had, right? He tried to get the first down. He even laid out. He wasn't worried about getting whacked. He tried to get the first down. Good effort, but just comes up a little bit short.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. To the ground with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It's been a great way for the service academies to stay relevant in major college football by having prolific ground games.
Yeah, and those ground games are a pain in everybody's you-know-what. I mean, they drive you nuts, the triple option, because so much discipline. I mean, they're so good at running what they do. They don't do a lot, but they're going to hit you right in the mouth when you run the football.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably has already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
And the Falcons will line it up on first and 10. They'll go to the ground. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Field goal is good. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Air Force.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
Motion from the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Still running at the 40. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Give to the single back. Just destroying his way through the field. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud the Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays. They're getting chunks of yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They go to the ground. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Discards a man. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You get the guys great tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to get it through the air. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. The 40, the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive in the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Red pass hits complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella. I trust. Find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
The Falcons trying to pay off the threat on first and goal.
29 Philly.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They'll run the screen. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
42 Spider.
They try to pop a run on the draw. The Gators get enough for the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Power football with the run.
Showing off the arms.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. And he's got it at the tag. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And the Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They'll go right back to the run. Running with power. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. For young men who are going to make their living protecting the skies, they can cover some ground, too.
There's no doubt. And they're going to cover the ground and be on the ground, stay on the ground, and be very successful. That's what they want to do with this running attack.
Pound 55 weak.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Spider. Belly stutter.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. And the Falcons are rolling down the field. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the tailback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Wide out in motion. They'll leave it with him. Smashes through the tackle. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The extra point is blocked.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He takes it all the way back for the defensive 2-point conversion. The offense grinds out a really good drive. They have it going and then comes to the abrupt halt with the turnover.
And for that offensive play caller, he had a good thing going. He was finding a rhythm. He was mixing things together. He was doing a good job with his formations and his shifts and his motions. Looked like he had the defense on its heels. He needs his guys right now to hold on to the ball.
They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. It'll be a draw. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Gators send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. From the gun. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Buying some time. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but nothing's there. Sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Moving out of the pocket. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Wyoming. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. The give from the gun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Quarterback will audible. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
On second down, wants to throw. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you turn the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with him and forced the fumble.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Here's the handoff. Oh, it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down to this. Gets the ball back for its own.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
The running back has it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Might as well stick with it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for lunch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
He's just Johnny on the spot. Now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They put it on the ground last time. They had got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him replay the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10.
Razor, pound 55 weak.
Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Falcons will move the sticks with the 1st down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And he'll finish the line at the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Gators moving quickly to the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Looking left. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. On the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. And you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gators decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. The give to the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Right back to it. Bring in the heat. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. I see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field.
Easy.
Motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on 2nd down. They'll try the run. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Here comes the 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Get set. Ready, go.
Give to the running back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Looking to scramble. Hines on the move. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Gator! What a grab and go for the score. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Tulsa. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
That last completion has him set up, second and short. He'll do it himself. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Quarterbacks like this are what makes college football so special today. It seems like we see these unbelievably athletic quarterbacks all across the country, week in and week out, making plays like this. Guys that are true dual threats that can hurt you not only throwing it, but can hurt you running it as well.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and 4. To the ground with the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Handoff to the lone back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Harris. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, just taking care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the done.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Air Force. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're lining up to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Fights off a defender. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On the move, he fires. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Steps away to find some room. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
And here comes the offense on second down. We sensed a great deal of confidence